Welcome back to our channel, where we delve into the quirkiest and most captivating tales from the annals of history. Today, we're taking a delightful detour into a story that'll have you scratching your head and laughing out loud, the legendary Great Emu War of Australia. Yes, you heard that right, emus and war in the same sentence. So, fasten your seatbelts, because we're about to embark on a feather-filled adventure that will leave you with a grin from ear to ear. Join me as we journey back to a time when Australian farmers, armed with machine guns, faced off against a feathered foe in a showdown that could rival any slapstick comedy. But be warned, this isn't your typical history lesson. It's an uproarious tale of emus, veterans, and unexpected outcomes that will tickle your funny bone and give you a newfound appreciation for the wacky twists and turns of the past. So, sit back, relax, and get ready to chuckle your way through the unexpected and hilarious events of the Great Emu War. Let's dive in and discover how an emu infestation turned into one of the most memorable and amusing chapters in Australian history. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, because this is a story you won't want to miss. Alright, my fellow history enthusiasts, let's spread those wings of curiosity and soar into the wild world of the Great Emu War. Historical context. The Great Emu War. The Great Emu War is a quirky and comical episode in Australian history that took place in 1932. The story centers around a conflict between a small group of Australian farmers and a large population of emus, flightless birds native to the country. During this time, Australia was grappling with the economic fallout of the Great Depression, and many veterans from World War I had settled as farmers in the Western Australian region. These veterans were promised land to farm as a part of a government scheme to aid their reintegration into civilian life. Emu infestation and government involvement. Unfortunately, the land provided to the veterans was not particularly fertile, and the farmers struggled to make a living. Adding to their woes, a massive emu population migration occurred that year due to the emu's natural movement following the breeding season. These emus found the farmland to be a paradise of food and water. However, the large emu population soon became a nuisance as the birds devoured and trampled crops, exacerbating the farmers' financial problems. In desperation, the farmers turned to the government for assistance. And in an utterly unexpected turn of events, the government decided to intervene militarily. Yes, you read that right. The Australian government mobilized 2 soldiers armed with 2 Lewis machine guns and around 10,000 rounds of ammunition to wage war against the emus. Humorous retelling and unexpected outcome. Picture this scene, soldiers armed with machine guns taking to the fields to battle emus. It sounds like something out of a cartoon, and it's no wonder that the events of the Great Emu War are often recounted with a humorous twist. When the soldiers faced off against the emus, they quickly discovered that emus are not easy targets. The birds were swift and agile, and they proved to be more than a match for the soldiers. In the first attempt at an assault, the machine guns jammed after just a few shots, leaving the soldiers struggling to hit their feathered foes. The emus, on the other hand, simply scattered and fled, leaving the soldiers bewildered. Subsequent attempts to control the emu population were equally unsuccessful. Despite their efforts, the soldiers found it nearly impossible to effectively target the emus, who outran and outmaneuvered them at every turn. The media caught wind of this farcical situation, and the entire episode became a laughingstock, not only in Australia but around the world. In the end, after several days of unsuccessful combat, the government decided to withdraw its forces, officially ending the Great Emu War. While the emus weren't defeated in a traditional sense, they certainly secured their place in history as the victors of an absurdly mismatched conflict. The Great Emu War serves as a light-hearted reminder that sometimes reality can be stranger than fiction, and it has become a quirky part of Australia's national lore, often retold with a smile and a chuckle.